Welcome and thanks for tuning in. I'm Hannah and this time I show you how I did the bokeh background and the snowflakes for my woodpecker drawing. I listed the supplies I used in the description below. When I work with pastel, I like to establish a bit of the background around the bird. Only a bit, because pastel has a tendency to smudge pretty easily. For these big areas I like to use my PanPastels. You can get a lot of coverage done pretty fast without saturating the paper with pigment. I pre-mix my colors on a simple sheet of printing paper on the side. I did a separate video on how I drew the bird. If you want to watch it, check out the links in the description or the card in the video. When it comes to pastel, I use a lot of different tools for blending. All different soft tools, sponges and paper stumps, and yes, as well my fingers. I think sometimes my finger is the best mixing tool on the paper. For the bokeh effect, I use a very light gray first. The gray will blend perfectly with the background colors and make them look as if they are far in the distance. Here I don't like to use white. I don't know, but I think white is too bright and makes everything too milky at this stage. Otherwise, the bokeh effect is in pastel pretty easy to achieve. I think it's the easiest one. Because on the one hand, pastel is so easy to blend, and on the other side it's opaque enough to stand out. It's a mixture of these both sides of the pastel that makes it perfect for the bokeh background. Drawing something like this tree trunk can be very overwhelming because of the huge amount of details you see. Don't go for them, ignore them. A pretty good way is to squint your eyes or blur out your photograph, so you just see the shapes and the colors. That's what I go for. And use the same colors you're using in the background to create the trunk. This will bind the picture together. The closer you get to the foreground, the bokeh circles become more opaque and smaller. For these in the middle ground and the ones you can actually see, I like to use white in a very light aqua color. For the snowflakes you actually can see because they are closest to you, don't draw little circles. They don't look realistic. Snowflakes aren't round little circles. To create them, I only use the tip and a bit of the side of the sponge, so that you get a bit more of random shapes. And for the really small ones, I use the white from Caran. The pastel pencil is super opaque and you get so much pigment with very little pressure. They are great for these kind of jobs. So, and that's it again. I hope you enjoyed it. If you care for prints or merch from my Redbubble shop, the link is in the description. And don't forget to do all the YouTube things and help me grow. It's very appreciated. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.